Yeah.
Homosexual, oh, 16, nice. Nice. I mean, that's not 69, but I can still say nice to anything. Well, there's no way you can even get a 69 anyways. But hi. Here, let me switch over here. Hello. I'm cosplaying today. I promise you I wear other... I don't bathe. I don't know. I guess I don't bathe. This is me saying I don't bathe. Hi, homosexual. How are you doing? I was trying to figure out... I should have done this before I pressed the live button. But I was trying to get... Oh my god, there's 3 people on now. I was trying to figure out how to get it to where... when I switch my scene on the horizontal view, it changes on the vertical. So that way when I go BRB, I'm not like fussing about. I'm gonna have to just make new ones for that one. Cause it's just I wanna make sure when I'm not seen in this horizontal view that I'm also not gonna be seen in the other view. The main view. I think it'd be cool to have like a just chatting thing too, but I guess I would just have my whole face. I don't know. But how are you, homosexual? We are gonna get into Brad. Oh, wonderful, Bradshaw and friends. Oh my god, I love that. We are gonna get into Palworld. And we're just gonna refine my base. Damn, that I need to save that. Good morning, Hammer. It's good to see you. Hello, chat. Yes. How are you doing, Hammer? Oh, by the way, new video. I guess I'll do video. I edited a video of the last 2 days that I streamed Palworld, and I made something. I made a little something. And I think it's cute. So, if y'all get a chance, well, take a look at it whenever. I typically watch these videos like when I'm about to go to sleep, so probably do that. But how's your morning, Hammer? Or did you just wake up? I take it. How many times you said fuck? You know what? I did say fuck quite a bit, but not as much as you think. How do I not have the stone one? Oh, I have ultimate fears now. I said fuck quite a bit, I gotta say. A cold food box. A laser rifle. Energy cartridge. Whoa, wait a minute. We can get into laser. We can get into guns now. This steel armor also looks pretty sick. Oh, and here's crude oil. It begins. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about my damn chat thing. I don't think I'm gonna make any. I might make clips today, but I'm not gonna do any videos today. I want that other thing. I did just wake up. Yes. Ah. Well, yes. And I'm about to go to sleep in 2 hours. As I should. There's the salads. Okay. Before I do anything, first of all, let me get my battle pals going. This is not the thing I want to interact with. Just so that way, in case something comes to attack me, I can fight back. Here we go. Time zones. I know. Ain't it about a beesh, as they say. Oh, plastisteel. Oh, we're getting into that now. Computer. Japanese style structure set? What? Wait. Oh, but that's not what I'm trying to look for, actually. I mean, this is cute. Oh my god. Definitely gonna make that for the bathhouse? Are you kidding me? This is perfect. There we go. Okay, defenses is what I meant to try to find. Defense. Okay. Okay, here's what I was looking for. Stone defensive walls. Oh. Oh, gate, maybe? Stone gate? There we go. Yes. Yes. Because I got a fuck ton of stones. We might as well use it, right? I'm going to place this here. I might need to remove the farm. But we might be fine. Oh god. I just need to, like, protect my divas. That's all. Okay, the farm has to go for a second. I honestly probably also want to move. I'm not gonna lie. This place is cute and all, but... I don't know. It's so dangerous. But yeah, I just wanted to log in here and refine this base. Pretty much just put walls down, to be honest. I think I actually might be good here. I think I like having this like little open bit here. It's kind of cute looking at the mountain. Me enclosing this is actually pretty sad, but you know, it is what it is. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I know what that is actually. I'm gonna get them on that while I go around. Oh, yeah, so, I made that video as well. I think it's cute. It's very silly. And it really defines my ho-ness. My ho-ness? Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do this moment. I'll do this. I mean, not really, you know? But... where is east? I think I wanted to be like here. Oh, see. Yeah, I really would like it if we didn't fight, actually. Especially not around here. Can I move? Fuck you, dude. Jesus Christ. Fuck you. Eat his ass. Pretty sure I need to use at least a Giga Ball. Okay. I'll do that. 5%? Sure. And fuck you for killing my fucking flying pal. Jesus. Oh, I got this in like the mutated stuff. This Gildra. I got this guy. When ridden while fighting together, 50% increased chance of encountering pals with the same passive as this pal. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you see, this is why I need to build this. I need to build all these things because of that fucking asshole. That asshole in particular is killing my pals. So I got word from that Anubis and Anubis. Obs and rocks are safe and so of an attack of Berlin Pride. Wait, what? Wait, what? Did something happen in Berlin? Wait. Well, that's good. Very unaware. What happened? A van plowed into a crowd, leaving one person dead. Jesus. Damn. Holy shit. Are they okay? Ugh, God. Oh, fucking people, dude. That's so sad. That is so fucked up. Were they like nearby where it happened? I just like just even hearing about it, like even being near it that happened, I'm pretty sure it's still that I would still be shaken up. Damn, I hope they're okay. I'm sure they're like fine, you know, but like Jesus. Damn. They were nowhere near the near. First they heard about it was people checking in after they got home. Oh shit. Damn. That's wild. That is actually and genuinely wild. Oh, hate this actually. We're gonna do one of these moments actually. For my sanity. Damn. That's so fucked up. Why can't people just like fucking chill? That's so oh damn. Well, definitely I will say it does shift the stream a little bit, but I am glad they're okay. I don't know what to do now at this point, I will say. Well, I hope the ones that are injured are okay, and I hope that person gets what they deserve. There we go. Because fuck that asshole. Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned it. I don't know. I get it. I think that's good. I am glad that they're okay. I didn't know that it happened. And I would like to know if they're okay, so you're fine. Replacement mode. Oh. It is about our friends, so, like, I would like to know. So I appreciate you bringing them up, for sure. Yeah, I haven't heard news like that in a minute, so. But it's all dandy, Hammer. I'm just trying to figure out how to place these walls down. Wait, that shouldn't go there. On the plus side, my dude, my Robin fella's using a hammer. What is that? It's a shock to the system. Yeah. I think the other thing too that sucks is like, unfortunately, well, I haven't seen anything like that in a minute, and that's like a lot. But also like I'm unfortunately not surprised, you know. There's just people that fucking hate just people for no reason, you know. So, oh, thank goodness. I thought I could actually make it. And you make this wall so fiercely, especially on this side. These walls are imposing. What do you mean? Are they just like too big? They're meant to be scary, I guess, right? Oh god. Oh well, this sucks. Hate this. These walls are so you get attacked by people or knock off Pokemon in this game. Or knock off Pokemon in this game. I get attacked by like some Pokemons that are just aggressive. There was one that like got close to killing my breeding pals, and that wasn't cute. It's actually pretty fucked up. So I'm kind of just trying to make sure that they're okay. You know what? This is fine. I know that looks weird, right? It does, actually. Okay, let's try, like, going out. Oh, shit. See, this isn't gonna look cute, especially if I do that. Like, it clips. That's my immersion. Walls are needed, then yeah. Just put a bush in front of it, and then I'll hide it. It's not a bad idea. Oh, this is probably easier to do. There is paint mode. I can also change it a different color for some reason. Let's just try going in a little bit. That way, like, when this angle happens... God. This is not... I don't like putting in the walls. What I could do is probably move the... What I'll have to do, even, is... I might just move the door. And then you know what else I can do, which I actually don't want to do, so never mind. I was gonna have these walls like peek out, but it's not a good idea. Oh god. The tortures of putting walls down. What if I just like put this in a little bit more on this side? I think I have more room on the other side. No, because it needs to stay over here, to be honest. Give me as much room as I can. Okay. Now let's just go straight for it. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. What I can do instead, which I don't want to do actually, I don't want to do it. What I was about to say is, what I was about to do, I actually don't want to do, so never mind. Maybe? Oh my god. Like a nightmare? You mean the system? Yeah. Probably. Kinda, yeah. Okay. This, unfortunately, is gonna have to do. Let's see how it looks like on the outside. You know, no one is actually gonna be able to tell, right? And it doesn't matter. It's protecting my base. That's the whole point. I'm not gonna look at that. I will be putting a bush there, so that way I don't see it. Build a gate to the rest of the fence. You know, building the fence actually might be better first. Because what? It's like... And then I could just like destroy these 3 walls and just place it there, kinda. I don't even know. It doesn't even look like it. Whatever. It's fine. It's only temporary. I'm wasting precious time. Not that. To breed. Oh, there's the spot. There it is. "42 minutes. Perfect. It doesn't look smart the way pieces connect." Yeah, I think... Well, I think it'd be easier if you had an overview kind of thing. Slap a few palm trees down, you're good, and you're good. I think I can put trees down, so I will be doing that. It's like fake, and I will be putting it right there. It's not going to be obvious, I promise. I'll clip that for later. Okay, but I do have... I need to start breeding. I do now have a level, or a rank 5. Grinstail. So I'm like good on that pal right now. I don't have to be like super precise, but I would like to. Hello? Oh, I don't have any more materials. Okay, and also now that the calm has happened, good to see that breeding starts as soon as you get in the door too. Yeah, the full view of the breed happens. No messing around. It's like going to a bathhouse, which I need to reset my soundboard. Okay. But it's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I think I need to find... So I want to breed another one of these guys. I want to see... How does my pal look like right now as well? My injured one. I think they're fine now. Is this it? I can't see the trust. There it is. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. Sorry, baby. Yeah. Yeah, homosexual. Where is it? The tropical beach. I still don't know what this is. This aura glowing thing. Looking for a 3. Okay. I'm just gonna have to sort by 3 now. I need to find Bro Loha. Increases egg production speed of pals assigned to breeding farm. That's not sec. That is like kind of okay, to be honest. I think the Grintail is better. But I will go ahead and just like plop all these divas here. Also, I realized I didn't really Wait, why do I have you here? For water? For water. Electricity. That. And then I don't need these ones anymore, so I can unassign them. You for fire, you for that, and you for water. Okay, everyone should be good now. And then this guy. Oh, this one's also an alpha. What the heck? He has babysitter. Wait, I need this as well. Because babysitter, while in base, increases egg production speed by 30% and incubation speed by 30. They too will be staying. They could do whatever. They're very handy, apparently. Look at them, though. Look how tall. Well, they're tall because they're alpha. I don't know if the other one is, but... Oh my god. Honestly, kind of cunty. Look at that waist. Okay. Okay. Alright. I see you, level 1. Damn, they start off level 1. That's pretty bad. Okay, you need to not be on these cakes, my dude. Truly, I seriously need you to not be on there. Okay, divide this into 3. That's not 3. We'll try again. That works better. Okay. You can make these here. Legs skinny, right? Someone doesn't go to leg day at all. And it shows. We'll get flour being made. Vegetable cake is going. We'll get breeding going at some point too. What's going on over here? Oh, good lord, that's not good. No! What the fuck? Alright, we're moving. We're moving. This is bullshit. Everyone, get back. This is bullshit. This is such bullshit. I hate it here! Oh, you're fucking getting it now, Bish. Eat fucking water. Technically, this is a good Bushi, but honestly, you're dying. I'm taking off the Mercy Ring. I'm shooting you to death. Oh, but I'll keep you, though. Now, I kind of have a good... It's clumsy. God, see, this is why I gotta move. Or just really put up these fucking walls. Oh my god! This place is... I'm glad that I didn't have as many issues as I did when I was making the video as I am right now. This is kind of bullshit. Well. Place on the ground. Girl. Yeah, we're locking this in. I'm gonna have to destroy this tree. Are there clear walls? Windows might... Windows, some may call them. Say maybe. Maybe they would call it that. There probably is, but I'm too low of a level for that right now. I fear, as they say. Well, I guess we're not gonna like... Yeah, I guess we're not gonna have a nice scenery. We can't have nice things, it turns out. And that's what I get for trying to have nice things, huh? Hmm? Isn't that some bullshit? Love that this tree is just in the middle. Wait, there's... Fire has broken on my base. Where? Okay, go take care of the fire. Okay. Oh, some of these things are damaged. Okay, we finished the wall. Yeah, just keep doing that. I'm gonna get the wall going. Oh, they're actually like, they're not taking care of any fires. They're actually just watering now. It's fucking bullshit. I wanted to see a nice view of this fucking place, but I guess fucking not. Save the bang barn. The bang barn. Yes, save the bang barn. Ah, missed opportunity. Just in fucking case, not gonna lie, we are going to go ahead and put some walls here as well. Because good God, they're ruthless out here. We're gonna have to do some weird shit. This, unfortunately, is gonna look the weirdest out of all of them. Oh, no. That's fine. Okay, now we should be safe. Fucking Bushi. Fuck ass Bushi, dude. Jesus. Okay. I need so many things. I need the... While these pals are getting situated again and healing, I'm gonna go here, release these other pals. I kind of want to bring the pal... No, I don't have money to do all that. Yeah, I'm just gonna release these pals here. Let's got all my fire pals, digging pals. Sorry, you're also part of the fire pals. Electric, healing, and everything. Yeah, just get it all. Yeah, I don't want you in here. I don't know why you're a part of this crew. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is done. Okay, so now... So now we have eggs going. Okay, so we're getting pallium ingots right now. And then need plastisteel next. Okay, so we got a nice, like, egg situation going here. Ooh, I better put some fucking... Oh. I already have some. That's good. You're gonna have 30. I wish I could give you more. If anything, actually... have 8 more. I know y'all are hungry over here. And if someone could just cook up these mushrooms for me, that'd be great. I'll be taking those. Thank you. Okay. Just in case, I will put these quickly in here. Just so that way, if for whatever reason I fuck up, it's like my buffer to like feed them. I have so many mushrooms. I'm gonna be good for food for a minute. Okay, and then we'll go to the other base, because I also need more wool. Which... I should make a few more cloth, I guess. Oh my god, I can make so much cloth. Okay, maybe I don't need to do that. But I will have to get ice pals, so... I'm gonna go to the other base, get that one rolling, and then get the expedition going. The Bang Barn is saved. Everyone, pull your jets. Okay. I connect my controller. It's the best it's ever been. I'm gonna go ahead and put... Oh. It's gonna connect. There we go. Oh, you know what I need to do, actually? I took off my timer because I was taking a picture for the thumbnail. Which I have not done in a minute. And honestly, Canva is that girl. Canva is that girl. And she's always been that girl. Let's go ahead and get the 2. So we are gonna get, well, I should really get the other divas, but get these guys out first. Don't I have honey in here? Oh my god, I have so much honey. Give me that. I'm hungry and my groceries won't arrive until 6 or 7 hours? I am so sorry. Where are you getting your groceries from? Do you not live nearby? God, my privilege is showing. Do you not live nearby a thing? A grocery store? Ooh, attack of ice pals or increase attack of ice pals by 15%. Does not stack, so you just want to keep going. Okay, we're gonna do, honestly, let's get all of them out here, to be honest. And Brawn Cherry. Brawn Cherry is what I meant to say. I do, but I'm lazy. Well, this is the cost, Hammer, it seems. I fear this is what you need to do. Ooh, actually, let me just actually take back like 2 of these guys. We will just keep getting frost. We will be getting, let's get these. Flame ball. Flame bell. Although there might be one. Can we sort by PAL? There we go. PAL number. Actually, can we sort even more by... No, that's it. That's all we can do. Oh, also, sorry, yes. I could have swore I had... condensed a few of these divas. Alright, it's fine. Let's just have a mix, shall we? Let's have this one, and this one. Let's get them both. That being said, though, Hammer, you know, I hope your groceries somehow and miraculously arrive so much sooner than anticipated. That'd be lovely. Let's go ahead and send our divas out. Auto assign. Let's exclude. Honestly, all of these pals. Specifically, this pal, which I hate that pal anyways, but... Oh, wait. Why? Cancel. Now, why isn't it sorting? Oh, it's by level again. Dude. Oh, and it's also by fire. God. Okay. Exclude. Yeah, all of these. I need all of these. You bish. Okay. Cancel all. Just in case. Okay, we should be fine. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay? Alright. It's fine. Go. You never know. The morning is young. You know? As we both are. In... what is it even called? I was gonna say Eastern... Eastern country time, but... I think what I'm trying to think of is like... GMT? I don't know. Whatever. We're not from the US is what I'm trying to say. Even though, obviously, my ass is. Oh. Oh, no. Is my Dynamo, or not my Dynamoth, but my... I think my new pal. Oh god. No! I need this motherfucker in here! Whatever. It's actually BST. Yes, GMT at the moment due to daylight saving. British summertime. And GMT is... Why is it not... Oh well, British summertime. Rather than GMT. Okay, so I had it right. Right? Also, why do I have this diva in here? You're not supposed to be in here, actually. I'm also gonna lock this one, and I need to make sure to exclude one of these. Swift, probably movement speed. Wait, they both have swift. Oh no, one's light-footed. Yeah, this one for sure. BST is GMT plus. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes. Just keep transporting. I realistically, first of all, I need a better transport, pal. I'm so sorry. You are so ass. This 2 ain't gonna do. Oh, wait. You know what? You know what? I can get rid of this guy. Light-footed, too. Oh, light-footed's not actually good. Infinite stamina. Okay. This is a flying mount, so that's actually really good. Okay, I have more people transporting. More people, more pals. Okay, well, now that that fucking charade is done, I need to get a female Broloha. And why are you not doing anything? Yeah, why aren't you doing anything? Wait, I can set preferences? Oh. I guess there's nothing in the water. Are you just as good? 3. Okay. I might want more of these. I don't know. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Let's go fucking in so many places. There's so many places I should be going. We're getting things moving with that area. Who's on? Wayward, Bijou, and Newt. Okay, let's see. How are we looking for kindling? Okay, now I need ancient civilization parts. Okay, this is great, actually. So I'm just gonna check the other base, and then I need ancient civilization parts. I just need 10. I just need to go out there and go into dungeons, kill shit. I guess probably find that Broloha. Maybe I'll go find it over there. Do that shit over there. Make more of those. Oh my god. You're gonna get half these. Oh, I need to move the honey over. That's not where I need to go. There's so many things I need to track. A lot of my titles should really just be like, help me. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I have an idea. That's fun. Interesting. So why aren't we cooking? That's what I want to know. Why aren't you doing anything? Oh, you're repairing. Oh, good. Oh, God. Okay. Anyways, I need to drop the honey down. And honestly, since I have so much honey now, like, I have way more honey. I think I'm gonna have eggs drop more now. So I'm gonna get rid of, I don't even know if I have another chickpea, to be honest. Hold on. Okay, I do. I'm gonna drop off bee guard and put another chickpea down. Almost want to put 2. Wait, hold on. Is there any of them that have 1? Okay, actually, I need you to just be in my party, like, temporarily, dude. I need you to be awake for the rest of your life. I'm so sorry. It has to be done. Oh, I think... Wait, you're here? Oh, good. Wait, do I want you here? Oh yeah, I guess I do. Sure. Okay, Dynamoth, you're also on the block. Get on the block. Decrease dark damage, decrease fire damage. And all these are actually kind of good, so that's kind of annoying. I'm running out of money somehow. I didn't know this was possible. Okay. Now why are you in here? Who said you could be in this troop? Okay, wonderful. This should run somewhat good now. Okay. I did what I need to do. I leave now. No. And now we look for our diva. Oh. I can find them literally down here where I was kind of just that. Okay. Oh. I think the next video I'm going to do, even though I am kind of following Austin John, is the fishing. He's moving so much faster than I am. I'm going to be like, I'm already weeks behind him, so I'll be fine. Not that there's any rules or anything like that anyways. Okay. I'm probably not going to find what I want around here. What is that? Yeah, I don't think what I want to find is over here. Let me see where else they're at. To the left of me, I feel like I have more of a better chance over here. In these aisles. Oops. And like these, not aisles, but like these water areas. I think I'm freezing. That's great. That's what the ice sound was. How much time do I have? It's already been an hour. Marvelous.
Yeah. Ah.
I don't want to keep making new shit. New armor. So fucking quiet here. I mean, I know there's no music, and so sorry to those that want to listen to music while I play. I could play something, I guess. I mean, I'm not really gonna record anything, but just in case. But I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, fuck you! Danzamu. Daismu. Now show me who I want. Fuck's sake. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Who are these sassy divas? Oh my god. I'm gonna catch one of them. Oh. Did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, please don't kill my diva. Okay, yeah, they are getting low. I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. I do not have to keep fighting these things. What are those? Oh, Terra. What is that? Oh, I've captured that already. There's some more of them. There's a Syndicate Crusher. There is this effigy. I'm just gonna grab this. Now I'm dying because of this pal. I actually might need to like switch to something else real quick. Oh, great. I just need to not die. Segment. Oh my god. I still haven't caught them. Oh, wait. You know what? Hold on. I try to catch this sexy thing. I will like it if that fucking needle doll doesn't kill Sekhmet. Thank you. I'm out of there. I want to try going... Well, I'll grab this thing over here. How is it still fucking chasing me? Oh, look. Another one. Actually, I'm kind of down to catch this one too. Okay. Oh my god. Oh shit. I hate you. Oh good. I just threw away a really good ball. Oh good. That also didn't work. 59%. Come on. These percentages, I swear, are like kind of fucked up. I don't even know why I got that, by the way. I don't think that was worth getting right now. Dune Shelter. Oh. Hello? Oh my god, I hate it here. A technology point. What did I need again? I do need the gears, so I need to really fight things. So like this guy over here. Actually, no. This is a pal. I'm gonna try to catch it. Oh shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get up, Diva. I need you to get up right now. Get in! 35%. 34. Hell yeah. I feel like your first catch on stuff, like, you're like good. Oh. That's a rampaging. Should fight this too. I'm gonna try to save that other one in the back. Oh, Stuckman. Now why are you in here? Oh, that was my pal. Okay. Ow, motherfucker. Yay, good job. Oh shit, right. I forgot. I was summoning this because they aren't gonna hurt me much. Ah, delish. I don't know if they... I don't think that got me any gears. Am I dying? No, I just got... I got some bullshit. Alright, I gotta go north, but there is kind of a boss over here. I'll do this one. I think. Oh. what's the thing I was just fighting? Okay. I just don't want the Sekmet to fight me too, though. Like this. It's kind of annoying, but I guess I'll fight it. This is gonna take a minute. Damn, that's a pretty big range, actually. I might need to leave. I'm doing nothing. Wait, highly effective. Now hold on. No, I dodged that. You'll find. Okay, Robin Quill. I see you. Fuck that shit up. Someone dodging that. Please don't jump. God fucking damn it. I'm kind of cheesing them a little bit. It's fine. Oh wow, you missed. Okay, you're gonna jump to me. Got it. Okay, now do water. Oh wait. Okay, it turns out it's grass. Oh good. Fuck you. Yeah, kill them. Fucking kill their asses. Whoa. Oh, well, I wanted to catch you, but I guess that's not happening. Ow. Ugly ass bird. Well, it's dead now, I think. Oh, it's not. Oh, good. Oh. I need to just bring that diva back because I need to see what's going on. Okay, just to buy some time, maybe. Oh, no. I'm gonna wait for him to do his drop, and then I'll dodge, and then I'll summon Robin Quill. You fish! Alright. Oh, God. I will summon Robin Quill to finish the job. Jesus. Alright, we got 7 ancient civilization parts. Jesus. What am I doing? I have to check on my other pals now. I've been gone for too long already. Yeah, we'll go up here. I think I've caught these guys already, so I don't know why I did that, so. Oh, hello. Let me just play this, I guess. Nice. I hear nothing. Oh, good. My thing isn't working. I'm gonna have to restart my Go XLR. Which isn't gonna be too big of a deal, hopefully. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Everything's fine. It's a little hot, but it's fine. Okay, we have to do a check on our pals, as they might be dying. Oh, I took fuck tons of damage? Jesus. Order a cheeky breakfast wrap? Ooh, what does a wrap have? This is tortillas. Tortillas, potatoes. What else would it be in a bacon wrap? Bacon. What we got? What's cooking? Omelet and sausage? You know what? Love it. If you love it, if you like it, I love it. As Trinity would say. Famously for a thing. Oh my god. I'm blinking so much on like any of my media. Love Island. Love Island USA in particular. Hey y'all, how we doing? I still haven't gotten your mate. Sorry, I was trying so hard. I'm gonna grab these and just keep making more cakes. Yeah, makes. Girl, I really need you to not. This Tenzi, I don't need you to fucking. Oh my god, you're not even. I hate you. Just stay there. Oh my god. I'm gonna crash out. Wait, why? Hold on. I think I see the issue now. No. You're not fucking. What am I doing? I have the ability to move them. I didn't even know I had this ability. Yes. You just stay there. That is all I want you to do. Thank you. Okay. Well, they're definitely situated. Let's check on these guys. I haven't gotten me any breakfast in a minute. I used to get oh my god, yeah, they were out of food. I'm gonna actually give them the rest of these berries. Oh, perfect. These guys are back. That's good. I will take all. Thank you. Oh, that's not okay, but whatever, I guess. Wait, this means I should have gotten more ancient civilization parts, which means I can go on to the next stage. Oh my god. You grow my pals. Okay, good. I also have a lot of ancient PAL manuscripts, so that's great. And now we'll assign someone to this. And it's gonna be you. It's almost always been you. Okay, great. And now we go back to what I was doing before, which... I'm just gonna go over here, I guess. Apparently, they're over here too, so maybe I'll go there instead. Just take that trip. I don't think there's anything else I should be doing. I definitely need to be better at making shit. Maybe I can make these purple ultra spheres, because I'm going to need those next, and I'm not really getting them that often. It's refined ingot as well. I feel like there's something else I could make, though. Ultra sphere. That's... It needs pale steel. Oh, I should use these. Just increase something. I don't know what it was. Okay, I need to make more refined ingots. Would be nice. I also need to get more wood, but I have pals that are going through wood now. Or making wood now. Is that what I have right now? Legendary? Okay, I have, yeah, ultra. Hey. Okay, that's fine. 44%. God, I wish I had said 40. What happened to my team? Why is my team like this right now? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. I need to send more people out. Before I do that, I need to lock one of my divas. Fallen base increases mining work stability for all other pals in the base. Oh, a hell yeah. Well-mounted logging and mining efficiency 500%. That's actually really fucking good. Well-mounted though. Okay. Oh, I need to keep that diva there. What mining level do they have again? Oh my god. 4. Which one of y'all are 4? You. Okay. There we go. Now everyone has mining efficiency, like, higher now. Yeah, level 6. That's wonderful, actually. And 7 for this Dictoise. That's great. That's wonderful. Let's check on food right now. Make 20 more. Oh yeah, I wanted to get rid of a pal to transfer stuff. I hate him. I hate the little squid guy. The squid dude. It's like not the best. This is also good because I also wanted them to be in here as well. Just tag that guy too. And who am I grabbing again? Oh my god, Sekna is like 6 handling too as well. That's great. I need to put them in the main base. Alright. I could breed so many of these pals. Okay. I want to get this pal in here. Diet lover. Also head? Work speed? No, absolutely not. Breakfast has arrived. That's wonderful. That's lovely. I love to hear it. What else can you do? Can you just do... You do kindling as well. So to be honest, we can get rid of this diva. I don't even know why I have them. Yeah, this kind of works, I guess. Okay, make more incubators. I need to breed. I need to breed. I have a need to breed. Damn, look how fast they are. Damn, they craft really fast. Oh, good. New sound alert. I need to breed. Love to see it. Alright, so there's this asshole. I'm gonna take off the mercy ring. Hey. How much is it? 2,000 coins? Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, thank you. Fuck you. Give me your bread. Give me some of my coin back. They're about to attack my base, which my pals are not ready for. They will die. It's a new gotcha catch 'em all. Well, see, here's the thing, Hammer. There's a game that's already like that. And, I mean, I might play it again. I played the demo of it. It's cute. Okay, I for real though, I do need to breed. Let's try to get this goddamn pal. Oh, no, this way. I said this side is better, so I'm just gonna go east. What was that game called? I can probably say the game, I just can't describe what it is. Gotta breed them all. You know, that might be it. I don't care if it's intensity. East. Eastward bound. That is this game. At this very moment, that is this game. Get out of my way. Damn, I would never have seen this. Oh, that sounded scary. Wow, okay. I guess we're fishing. Hi. Lever motion. Press forward to wave. Oh. Okay. Wave.
Hey!
I got a reward. That's nice. Oh my god, what are you doing? Okay, well, they're dead. They're dead to me. Oh, now I'm cold. How fun. Oh my god, I hate it when this happens. Okay. Wish me luck. Intermediate fishing spot. Oh, wait, that one's a aura one. Fuck. Like a line. Do we like Stardew Valley fishing? Whoa! Oh, good. A lurker. I need to mark this fishing spot as well. 52. I'm level 52. Jesus. Fight it, coward. Yeah, it was pretty big. Just great. Oh, here's a bigger one. Oh, I stand on top of it. That's funny. Damn, they got a lot of positive traits. Oh, I'm getting ancient civilization points too. That's nice. Oh, a tiny baby. A finster. These are alphas too. Oh, Jesus. Let's get my axe back into play. All right, let's go. Oh wait, hold on. I literally forgot the very thing I was gonna do, which is to mark this. In this game, you do have to mark anything you see. It does not do it for you. Thank you, Hammer. I truly was going to forget though, so thanks. What is this? I haven't seen this before. What is going on? There's something. My thing's glitching. Oh, that's nothing. I can't even mind that. Wasted my fucking time. That's what that is. This place is reminding me of like Monster Hunter World, though. I know of a wonderful land. We got the fast travel. Hopefully get what I want over here. Actually, Divas... I'm technically going the wrong way. There's someone that's built the thing over there. Hold on. I'm going to just quickly do a thing here real quick. I just need to like fast travel. Hopefully I get my rotating thing back. My item switching. I didn't. I might relog here. I'm not gonna lie. Where are we at? 9%. Maybe if I pick up a pal with Y, the same thing I use for... the same thing I use to switch my items. I pick up a pal. I drop them. Move around. I don't know why this is happening. So I relog. I'm gonna switch over here just real quick, just to make sure I don't like accidentally get people into the server. That'd be the worst. How much time is left? 30 minutes. Okay, I can switch my things again. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's annoying. Let me do this. And then let me do this. And then a female. A female. Brolaha. I need to get this breeding going because these eggs are going to expire. East, east. It hurts, I know. Insufficient heat resistance. Girl. I feel like there was something in the water. Alright, we'll go on land. So I don't die. Grab this shit though. Ooh. We pick up everything. This fucking hill sucks. I'm really hoping I find what I'm looking for over here. Oh. I think this is where Newt said, oh, well. Oh, look, the glass panes. Wow, yeah, someone's already built here. I'm sure this is Newt. Oh, it's Bijou. No, yeah, Bijou. Bijou was the one. Damn, look at this place, though. Damn. This does kind of suck, though, because I'm not going to get the pal that I wanted, so... that kind of sucks. I do want to get this in here. This resort, I know, right? Oop, well, that's fine. Look at the fucking real estate. Oh! Oh, I was so glad that didn't actually, like, fuck them up. Let's catch some more. Excellent! Fuck. Okay. I'm probably gonna be cooked here. This is an excellent fishing spot. Ooh, Oh, that's the first I've ever done that. That's pretty bad. Expert. Okay, well. It's gonna have to do it. I mean, I don't have to. Another one. Oh, I think I do want this jellyfish, though. Oh, my tracking? I'm the best. Come on. Y'all are so predictable. Oh, I don't want you in particular. I think this is just another one of them, but hopefully it's the one I want. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that one was a fighter. Please. Oh, I do need to use those. I think we can go into stamina this time. Again, this does kind of suck. But it's fine. What a beautiful resort, hotel, and casino. Stream 5 hours for me. You know what, Earl? For you. Let's get this 5-hour stream started. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god, Earl, you're so lucky. I was looking for this diva. Oh, they are powerful. Gotta say. Okay, we caught one. I don't even know what gender it is, but I gotta go. They're gonna kill me. See ya! I'm gonna come back. How are you doing, Earl? I'm gonna make a tiny little drink since you got here. Tiny little baby drink. So I got the pee, and I'm trapped by my cat. What time is it? I want to keep track of when you go pee. That's gonna be my job now. That's not gonna be my job, but okay. It's 3:49 for you. For you. Love that though. Yay! Go pee. For you, as some people might say. For you. Also, how many more, like, things do we need? Earl, I'm doing YouTube now. I'm a YouTube diva. Oh, I definitely can get rid of those other pals. I upload my first video on my new channel. Oh. Me updating their spreadsheet. Thank you. I'm so proud. Thank you. I do appreciate that. What are they doing? Oh my god. Please make some salads for yourselves. I did send people out, right? No. That's kind of good though, to be honest. Let's get rid of these guys. And double up the foxes. Foxy mamas. That's not really doubling up, but it's fine. Yeah, I just made a still little video about this game. Oh. Oh. There, that's never gonna happen again. I'm sub to your new channel. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna honestly, I wanna figure out how to like do puzzle games. Low key, I'm probably gonna copy another like content creator and see how their format is. Because the way I envision like making content for puzzle games is hard. Cause like you actually can't really say much. This is an ore. Oh my god, I have the ore. Cause then it's like spoiling the game, right? So it's kind of rude. I'll put that in there. I have these. I'm just gonna put these in here. Now clear up my space. But yeah, I kind of plan to like. Oh my god, I want to stream. And just like record whatever little video I have of an idea that I have. So, and just get clips off of that, I guess. I had to do very basic things, and that being of like grabbing the markers from downloading my Twitch because I fucked up the recording and downloaded the VODs and then getting the markers that I've made, thankfully. Good God, that would have made it so much easier. But realistically, it only shaved like 3 hours, which sounds like a lot, but I still spent 3 hours rough editing and then like maybe 2 hours of fine tuning and final editing, final cut. I was not sub, but I am now. Oh, you were asking me if I knew. I don't know. I have, unfortunately, 4 channels. One's the main channel that is inevitably and hopefully gonna be my music channel. My gaming channel, my live channel, my shiny hunting channel, which technically this should be in there. And then some other channel. I think it's like, I don't think it's anything. What is this? Oh. Sub to main and live. But the new one is the gaming. it's youtube.com/KiyoshiYourHugGaming. The annoying thing is I do have to like fucking pivot all of them. It's so nasty. Oh right, let me see which one this is. And vlogs. Yeah, I know. Just sub to whatever. You don't have to sub, Hammer. Like, I appreciate it. But you don't have to. But it's not gonna hurt to sub, I will say. Unless it is a lot, then I would understand. Where is my new pal? Do not make me sort by grass, please. This is fun. This is the content everyone's been wanting. Where the fuck? I did catch it, right? Or did it die? I have a feeling it died. There it is. Please be female. Fuck. I gotta go back. I found the game one, only found the 3. Uh-oh. Well, it's on the link page. I'm just gonna open it up, see if it comes up. I've got one for you. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do this. This is it. That's the channel. I think I'll be focusing on that for sure. Like in for sure for the fall. I'm gonna test run on this fresh channel and see how that runs. I'm gonna do the whole shebang. YouTube, music, editing, the lot. Didn't come up in search. It's like fresh, Hammer. So, and like in 24 hours, like the it should be ready. But that's in there. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I seriously. I really do. And maybe I don't get another drink. I need to sleep. I mean, I need to game for 3 more hours. For Earl. Just look come up in search, stupid YouTube. I mean, yeah, they've have so much money. Like, get on it, divas. Get on it. How are we looking? There's a reason why I came in here. Are you done with the vegetables? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. They transfer the vegetables here. Oh, they did. Oh. Oh, and it doesn't expire when it goes in there. Oh, then yes, transfer them. Oh, good. That's wonderful, actually. Okay. Keep going. Let me see. Please be female. Okay, so again, need female. We know where they're at, so we can go back to Bijou's house and get what we need. It's really annoying that there's a group of them because they're all just gonna start jumping me. And there's 2 down there. Okay, at least there's 2. Oh, that one's a pretty high level, actually. I would like to throw a ball. You're dead. Fuck, dude. That's a pretty good move. Okay, I need to get off of this diva before they destroy them. I don't even know if... Are you female? It's pointless now. Oh god. Oh, I'm swimming. Gigasphere. God. This ain't it, Chief. Ew, I'm gonna catch that one. I need to reset that area. I think I can just leave and come back. I think the best way to do this is the teleport. Oh my god, I should have paid fucking attention, dude. This is bullshit. Okay. Let's go back to Biju's place. Hopefully they spawned. And disrupting the ecosystem. It's okay. It's okay, there's enough of them. There's enough pals spread around. I promise you'll be fine. Oh, instead of me getting more drinks, I'm gonna do seltzer water, which is basically just water now at this point. And a splash of this shit, which is just water enhancer. Blueberry flavor. 0 calories. Added other shit. Oh good, I get these ugly fucking things. Okay, I might just switch between the 2 places that they will spawn at. So this is the other place they would be at as well. Just to the left of there. What else do I need for dark? I think I need ice. Actually, take that back. I will take a water out. I think they die? Okay, they don't. They don't take fall damage. Good to know. Did not think that was going to happen. I thought they were going to take fall damage, or I was. I might get stuck here. Perfect. Well, I won't get stuck here. They will. Oh! They'll be fine! Here. I just need one female, please. Actually, this is kind of good too, because I don't have to like get rid of, oh my god. Oh hell yeah. Okay, here we go. On the ball, please. Okay. That's fine. You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it like this. Oh shit! Well, it's dead. It's fine. There's more, turns out. They're also males, so just kill them. To be honest, just kill them. Oh, good. We're now going to be fighting those fuckers. I'm not paying attention at all. Let's just take out the mercy ring. I don't care about these humans. Oh, shooting that tree. There's a Gatling gun. I wish they were like something I... Actually, sorry. I need you to like not be here right now. You're killing me. You're literally killing me, Smalls. Maybe there's more here. I think they're ground as well, so I could actually use Ezrobe as well. Nope. Oh, there's a fishing moment I can do. Okay, yeah, there is. And they are round. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Wait. Are either of them fucking female? No. So I'm not wasting my goddamn time. What I will be wasting is this, though. Let's go fishing! Is there 2 of them? No, there's only 1. Hello? Okay. Anytime, Diva. There we go. Come on. Bite. Bite the bait. So predictable. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. They're kind of juking me here. Wait, Whooper. Alright. Give me my divas, not those ones. I just need a female, please. Please be female. No, they're both male. I swear, if they have this, if these pals have the same odds as Pokemon, which is like 30% chance it's gonna be a female, like this is gonna be. What the fuck? Get on my way. Oh. Okay, don't. That they are running really fast. Female? Female? No. Wait, yes. Okay, we're just gonna do this because I forgot to put this fucking thing on. Damn it! I am fucking this shit up so hard. Okay, good. Female? Oh, beautiful. They're all female. Perfect. Hey, ladies. How are you doing? All right. I just need one of you, please. And now I'm like stuck behind here. Okay, I got one. I can leave now. Just hit the head. You know, this actually works. Good God. That took so much longer than it needed to be. Thank you, Hammer. Thank you. I would have done that without you. Because have you not been there? I would have been here forever. I don't know. Had you not been here, I would have stopped streaming moments ago. To the Bang Barn. Exactly. Exactly. What is that? I think that's a special chest. I need a dark type. Okay, what does this say? A water pal. Open the shit up. Oh, hell yeah. I've never... That's my first time opening those. Okay, to the Bang Barn, as Hammer said. Honestly, we're going to all the Bang Barns, because I need to check on the base. And truly, you're so right. We need to start farming these divas. I need all the eggs right now. And let's see if we have some good traits as well, right? Actually, these aren't bad. They all have heavyweight, defense, immune to knockback, work speed, hard skill. Who had work speed? Okay, this one maybe. Mine foreman, mining efficiency, burly body. That's actually not bad for defense. As I said in the bathhouse, let's get to breeding. So true, so true. Actually, Asami doesn't matter. Movement speed is nice. I think burly body maybe, I guess technically. Work speed? I think let's just get this one. And this one, I guess. Okay, they're sleeping for now, but they will be fucking later. Can't wait. um. Oh, and I still haven't set anything down. Okay, so this is fine. This is great. This is wonderful. Love to see it. Just gonna grab... Now, why do I have 2 of these? Oh, wait. I see. Yeah, these are my breeding pals. I gotta make sure I mark them as well. And it begins. Gotta rest for the passionate night of lovemaking. Yeah, they are prepping. They are prepping for what's coming. Man, I need to make them insomnia so they can keep fucking. If I can make them insomnic, they'd be fucking all night. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, they fucking all night. Oh, I need more cloth now. What the fuck? How is he doing that over there? Oh, here he comes. Damn, what a legend. Damn, I think these, like, Egyptian, like, pals are really good. How much money do I have? Okay, I have enough to make them fuck all night, so hold on. Give me a sec. Let me add them to my party. And we're gonna make this one work through the night. And this one work through the night as well. So now they're going right to the bang barn. Wait. Fuck. Where'd they go? They're going right to the bang barn. Actually, I need to assign them now. God, no. Curly body, yes. This one. To the bang barn! Here they go. Love is blossoming. They're fucking! They're fucking! Whoa! Okay, and I need to make sure I get the level 3 Grimmsnarl before I do anything else as well. Okay, great. Also, technically, since they're in the base, I guess... I mean, this shit doesn't stack, but, you know. This is wonderful. Let's also make sure we are making food for these divas. Actually, just check to see. They're fine. They're fine. I don't need to do anything with that. Let's check the other bases. For sure, this base. And that also, that reminder means that I need to go to sleep once I get enough eggs in this basket. That's at 83%. Once I get enough eggs, I'm gonna go to sleep, so. Oh shit, there is no food. I have some mushies for y'all. Please come eat. Oh my god. They've been starving. I hate this base. This is the most hungry base ever. I want to make some refined ingots as well. Oh. Oh, crude oil is the next bit. Oh, shit. Oh, I can make a flamethrower now. Oh, I forgot about the laser. I can make a pure quartz quarry, which is probably necessary. I could buy it, actually. Oh, I can make better spheres. Computer. Oh, glass structure set. No. I shouldn't be using my tech trees for this. So many things I can unlock. And there's so many things I shouldn't. Crude oil extractor, I should definitely get that. I would actually like to do this, but like upgrade my armor, because this looks cooler. But I do want the laser rifle. Weapon assembly line. Mounted machine missile launcher. That sounds dangerous as fuck. Let's just make the refined ores. I want better materials. I want better spheres. Good God. This goddamn base, I swear. Okay. I've been fucked. Oh! Cloth. Let's get some cloth going. And then how many do I need? Hold on. Hold on, let me do some math. So I need 24 plus 18. No. Ah, shit. I need to see how many like egg incubators I should be making, so that way I max out. I just get enough to max out the ability, the PAL ability. Which, just in case, if they are ready to fucking give me some eggs, I'm gonna switch to this right now. And then I'm gonna go to the condenser. This is gonna help me do the math. And I know I have still have a lot of more grim snarls, so. Or grim tails. Why do I keep saying snarl? And my controller cursor keeps disappearing because I go too fast, I guess. So 4. And then 8. And then 12. Okay, and then the next one is 24. So 24 plus 12 plus 8 plus 4. I need 48 pals. I have 4 here. So I need 44. And they already dropped some eggs for me. I got 4 from that. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Good God. 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 40, 30, 32. Why can't I count? 34, 36, 38, 40, 40. Actually, that's it. I just need 40. Up to here is 40. If anything, to make it easier for me, I'm going to just start making another row behind here. Starting from here. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Ooh, that's off. Fine, I can inch it back down. Oh, I'm out. This guy crafts so fast. I love it. So 40... 42, 44. Okay, so I have enough for the next batch to be, so I basically need to fill up most of this here. Ew, one for each of those. This guy in my party right now gives me 75% chance. That is, for every 3 eggs, I would get an extra one. Whatever. This is 5 hours as well. That's disgusting. But this is why we have all these incubators, because when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to do the process for a different set. Maybe. But, I have 6 in here now. 5 fucking hours, though. And how many do we have in here? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. What did I do to deserve this? I appreciate it. Thank you. How are you doing? Did you find me through the Palworld? I called Palworld Palworlds as well, by the way. I unfortunately have to say. I wish I didn't, but it happened. This is great though. I have enough. Well, let me fucking first do this. Okay, so I have 3 pals here. And then basically these 2 pals I will be condensing into this one. Or whichever one's the best, really. I'm gonna say that one, just because it moves quickly. Yeah, I just have to keep... They just have to keep fucking. This is great. This is wonderful. I'm level 52, which actually isn't that much, but... Oh, so cute. I hate that when I'm in here, I lag a little bit. Also, controller isn't optimized. I still play on it because it's comfortable to me, but like, still. This is bullshit. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make flour. Now, why can't I make flour? Oh. Oh. My flour thing is gone because that motherfucker burnt it down. Okay. Well, at least we caught it now. This is fine. This is also very silly, I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen so fast, but, you know, here we are. You better eat that chicken. Flour do be flammable. I think I was too late, because I did send my pal, like, a little too late to, take care of the fire. We didn't start the fire. It was that fucking Bushi. I fucking hate that bitch. Now, why are you going to sleep? Oh, you're pissed. Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna check on this. Damn. Oh, I still haven't sent anyone out. I'm still gonna be here for a minute. So. I think it'll be like at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. For this, so. Alright. Make sure they stay fed, because Make all these too. Fuck it. I'll even help y'all. Help seed, please. That floating sword, I think that is... Yeah, Skullus. Apparently their ability is you can use them as a sword. Kind of cool. Damn, y'all are fucking hungry over here. Some hungry divas. I think it's time to get rid of them. And we bring in this one. Because they're just going to be better. I think. Hold on. Are they better? 5. Yeah, that's 5 compared to Lavander's 3. That's like 2 more. So if I need productivity, like, we're definitely going to be better. Please make 20 of those. Kind of lost in where I need to go next. Not gonna lie. I think technically I stay at the breeding base, but they're gonna keep fucking until I come back. So I'm gonna go over here to see how they're doing. And I'll send some divas out as well. For the expedition. And that will probably be the last thing I do for realsies. Oh shit, they are hungry as well. Just, well, I'm gonna do what I did with the last one, is give you some food. Here, all of them do this. I'll even help cook. I'm so sorry. Managing 3 bases in 3 separate places is a ridiculous idea. I don't recommend it. I don't even need to go this hard even. But it does increase my productivity and efficiency essentially. Okay, that should keep them there for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and send some folks out. We ain't got time to lose, or whatever they say. Go! Go, my pals. Oh, shit. You're kind of facing the wrong way. We'll do this for a little bit. Check on the pals. Check on the eggs, that is. See if the fucking is happening. Oh my fucking god, dude. I'm taking off the mercy ring, because I will be killing this fucker. Hey, I hope I have money. Fuck you. Alright, I'm gonna put the mercy ring back on. I don't know what you're wondering. Why do I do that? Because I don't have time for this bullshit. I'm really happy that it's always 2,000 gold, though. Because if it was anything more and it increases, that would suck so much. Oh. Yeah. Just lazying around, huh? Well, at least everyone's not angry, upset. Okay, I think they can manage on their own again. We gotta check on this middle base. This middle base is cooked. I think it's because everyone is working in such high... Yeah. How could you... I need to see where we're at. 23? Okay, yeah, you're gonna be good for a minute. As well. And then we check on the space. Pretty sure we'll get... something. Before we do anything else, I don't know where my diva went, but it's fine. Alright, we have 2 eggs. Wonderful. 4, 6, 8. Love to see it. Saved so much time. These are legendary? Huh. This is a legendary, pal? I'm just that good, I guess. Damn, okay. Okay, they should be... You should have more eggs for me. Here we go. Perfect. 75% chance for 2 eggs. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh my god, it's... The machine is working. Incubation speed is still at 100%, which is good. They're still fucking like there's no tomorrow. Ooh, got some more vegetable cake, which has been transferred, which I guess when it's transferred into here, it stopped spoiling, which I was afraid of was gonna happen. 86. Can we make... How are we on food here? Oh yeah, you're all so good. Please continue to make cakes. I'm actually going to steal some of your food. And I'm going to send it to the other base. Because they are struggling. Actually, if anything, I should have actually picked up. You know, the next time, when I pick up all the food, I'm going to give half of the total food from all the bases to this place. Because, yeah. They seriously are just like flopping hard. Let's make some pal spheres, I think. Ultra spheres, I think, is what is needed right now. I can make a few. Oh, cool. This pal's coming to do it. Okay, we're cooking. Let's let them do their thing. Drop off whatever I have. Really isn't anything. I'm gonna go over here one more time, but this is mainly get the to get some shit going. To get more salads, and I'm gonna transfer it to the middle base. Yeah, like 54. That's plenty. I actually will just steal this from y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm hungry. I need to eat too. You know? Okay, and then I don't know. I just go do stuff. I have time. I can do whatever I want at this point. Where's that pal? I put my pal in a base. Nope. Nope. I put that pal in the fucking... I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. In the damn expedition, didn't I? I hate it here. Oh, I can't. That's only cancel. Okay. Alright, I could do that. Yeah, I mean they have to be in there because I can't automatically grab them. There she is. My girl. Just in there. Alright, whatever. Just give me the highest level thing. This Bushi, which is also gone. Oh my god. Well, welcome to the team. Oh shit. Alright, welcome to the team, Frost Sparks. What's fun is I can... What? Oh, I guess I have to get a fucking thing for them too. Oh my god, I hate it here. Whatever. Yeah, I guess I just explore, right? There's a little mining node there. Let's see what's over here. What's this down? Just south of this location. Oh. Oh. No, we're not fucking that. Passing out again, XO. Have a good night, Earl. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate. Yeah. Oh god. You can kind of see my fucking pimple. Of course. Why yes. Why yes. Shit. I actually need something I need to like ride on. So I'm going back. Who do I have that I can... That's a water type that I can ride on? That is not in the fucking expedition. I guess you. I don't even have you. Ah! Chill it, I can't use, apparently. Can I just take out one? Can I take out one fucking pal? On the expedition?
Hey.
Let's just go to the base, I guess. I could continue my venture upwards. From like the lower levels as well. That would be pretty good. I grab these. Oh, y'all got me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, the odds were not in my favor that time. 75%. I don't understand these, like, percentages. They don't feel like what they say they are. Like, 75 doesn't feel like 75. And then 5% feels more like 90%. Like, what are we doing? Oh, we're looking here as well. Okay, okay. It's just fucking gamer things, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just give me the highest level thing at this point. Okay, it's you yet again. And let's go. Yeah, I was making my way up here, I think. There's that fast travel I haven't gotten, so I'm gonna grab that. Why not? Catch anything I haven't gotten before either, as well, or whatever. It's all about having fun. We're having fun. I'm having fun. Ooh, there's a fishing spot there too. That's nice. I'm just gonna grab this effigy. And then before I fish, damn, it's getting really dark for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna set a marker here. Fishing. I'm just really into fishing now. Let's fish from all the way up here. Beginning fishing spot. That is very strange. It should be easy. Oh, kelpsie. A huge kelpsie. I'm sure there's more fishing spots down this river. I don't like what's happening with my my bullshit. Oh wait, I'm here for this. I literally almost forgot. Nothing looks new here. Already caught Bushi. We'll get this Howl. Actually, I can't get them because I don't have my water Howl. I might as well just catch a new one, I guess. So I'm gonna go. Where is it? The heck? Where am I? Oh, actually, if I just go north, I'll be able to catch another one. Catch. Flamingo. Oh wait. Yeah, that's Bushy. Okay. Is that a cave? Actually, that is a cave. Do I want to go in there? I don't think so. Oh, I see another effigy that I did not pick up, apparently. I should have. I have Univolt, so this shouldn't be too bad of a fight. Especially since I'm actually going to fight Ezreal. I don't think that's their name, but especially since we'll be fighting this diva like with proper gear. These crickets are loud. Oh, okay, that is effigy. Okay, but there's also a cave here, which I should mark. We mark the cave. I wish it was a little bit easier to do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
32 maybe? Oh, 32 is still too much, huh? Oh my god, I hate you. Girl, see, like 30, 34, 35, like how? And then 40 on top of that? Make it make sense. Shit pisses me off. Come to me. Oh shit. Oh, the expedition? Oh, the hatching. The increased hatching is done. Okay, I just need them to like come. I fought them over here and it was so much more easier. You know what? Whatever. It's fine. I caught another one and I just need another one. Is it that one? Come hither. You're almost there. Come on. There we go. Okay, I guess this is the best I'm gonna ask. I can only ask. I can't ask for much, I guess. Ow, you motherfucker. I'm not getting out this damn leg. Yep, basic. 32. That's what I'm talking about. They wanted to stay in there forever. I guess. They want to stay comfortable. Ooh, hello. Another fishing spot. We mark all the fishing spots for funsies. We remember that this game is not meant for controllers. And I'm not gonna hold my fucking breath. Ew, why am I getting you? Go away. I guess I have to aim it like right at them. I think this is another Dumont. Oh, another giant ass kelpsie. Oh, right. I should check on my divas before it's too late. Specifically the middle one. I caught those already. I don't need to catch them. It's fine. Let me get the other research going too. Which I actually might be able to get the PAL. Okay, so now we're at 20% increase hatching speed. PAL steel. Let me see if I can make 50 of those. I can't, but it's crude oil. I'm gonna check the cooling one. That we can definitely start getting on right now. Fortunately, yet again, the only one that I have. Actually, let me see if I have a good one. A good ice pal. I don't think I really do. I haven't been catching any ice pals. Oh, actually, I should be sorting by cooling. 3. Compared to this guy's 2. Get your ass out of here. Yep. Wait. They also sounded very not great. It's so happy though. What a happy fella. What a fantastic beard as well. Oh, I should get my spheres. Okay, nice. 51 ultra spheres. We're in that phase now. That's a ridiculous Mario block. Oh, food. 19. That's not gonna be enough. Good God, y'all eat so much. Y'all are hungry. I have to go to the other bases and bring them over here. Even though I'm pretty much gonna be done here. Let's check on the breeding base first. I'll probably move my area, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we have more eggs. Gotta switch to the pick up eggs build. Are they eating because they're big ones? I think they're eating a lot because they are really stressed. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Well, I'll take it. Like the big ones eat more than the small ones. Definitely, I think that definitely comes into play for sure. Because, yeah. I think there, it's the, I think it's kind of just like the work environment. They're like constantly working. And they just need better food, I think. Like the work that they do, like mining, it takes a lot more work and it stresses them out. I don't know who to breed at this point, honestly. I think I just might throw a few random pals in there. So once I get to, honestly, once I get to these two, I can stop. And I think I'll just like hold on breeding something for now as well. Okay. I need to take half of these. Thank you very much. I'm so glad we got the wheat situated, figured out. Let's also see how they're doing over here. I almost neglected them as well. Neglected. Okay, they're looking good. I haven't starved to death. Alright, good. And how are we over here? Alright, almost done with that. Once the expedition site is done, I'm gonna start recalling pals for sure. Oh, I didn't even see... because now that we have 20% incubation speed instead of... Well, it was already 15% lower. So technically it probably was going to be 6 hours. I think it was reduced already. I don't know. Oh my god, they ate everything. I don't know. I feel like lag is happening though. Also, I think... No, tomatoes are growing just as quick as... Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay. This is so silly. Alright, I think we just like kind of just keep an eye. I think I stay here for a little bit so that way they start actually gathering. Right. Fix assignment tomato plantation. Okay, sure, Diva. I should help though. Yeah, they're like working real hard here. I got it, y'all. Don't worry. Hey, oh, this is done. Wow, holy shit. Oh my god, so now the incubation speed is even faster. Oh, I need more Sweetly hair. Well, you know what that means. I need like 10. Oh, the pals have returned. It's fine. You know what? Let me just be a little merciful, actually. Don't run away, please. Oh god, no! It's because they're fucking close to the goddamn base. Good god, y'all. Thank you, I guess. I need to I need to get out of here. Girl. Y'all need to get in the fucking ball. Love that Pokemon is essentially still pretty prevalent in this game. With how many times I have to say get in the fucking ball. Unload! Don't test me, Sweepa. Are you serious? Okay, I got 10. I'm out of here. I didn't kill them this time. Wow. Look at my busy ass. Alright, busy ass shit. Is there more that has eggs? Because I didn't expect cooling to have eggs at all. Okay, let's get... Now, why... Oh. Are you too low level? Oh, God. I need a higher level. Okay, well. Does it say which one I need? And I could still go more. Hmm. Okay, I guess I need like a higher level diva for this. That's fine. What I'm gonna do for now is make sure I actually kind of tag some of these guys. 1, 1, 1. I'm gonna clear out the ones on this one. Yeah, y'all can be taken out. Although I think these are my faves. Okay, everyone, get back in here. I'm gonna collect this. So that way they don't freeze over. Or not freeze over, but like... So that way they don't, decay. I'm gonna call everyone here. I'll just do this, I guess. As nice things, I guess. I am just gonna get this in here so that way that doesn't decay. Grab all this. Get my expedition pals. Grab all that shit. Careful. Go to the last space. I saw some stuff on the ground. I don't give a fuck right now. Oh my god, it's 2. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 3 hours. But I'm honestly like not fucking tired, so I would have been laying down in bed doing nothing. Okay, I think this is the last go for these pals, and then I can pretty much put them away. 10. Okay. Yeah, this should be it. So I need to start pulling them out. Yeah, we're gonna be full now. Also, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Or sorry, 4 hours and 30 seconds. Nope, 4 hours and 30 minutes. Not bad. Okay, stop fucking. I need to pull them out right now. Okay. They can get condensed now. Okay. And I'm gonna make sure everyone's tagged here. They're good. They'll pull them out mid-fuck. Let's see. Were they? Oh, yeah. That's almost mid-fuck. That's like a quarter fuck. It's fine. I think that's a good pull out. Ooh, that vegetable cake was just on the floor. Gross. Yeah, because I don't want to waste my cake here. I'm not going to lie. Definitely grab these. I'm just going to start a vegetable cake going here and then do whatever here. And I think I have wheat now, so I'm going to get flour going. That's probably what I'm missing on this one. Yeah, flour, kinda. It's kind of lettuce now, but lettuce and tomato, but it's pretty much flour. Flour is what I'm missing, which I would have had I caught it a little bit sooner. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What? Oh, wait, that's still wheat. Okay, I see. I'm still running into that issue. Yeah, we'll just hold off on that, actually. Then, yeah, I'm still good on honey. I just started gathering it. That's good. Okay, cool. So, I'm pretty much set now. I have my army of fucking eggs ready to be hatched. When I wake up in the morning, I will collect them all and condense. And then from there, I don't even know what I got to figure out what hatch. I'm probably gonna do that while I'm at work. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. I just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay. I guess that's it. All right. Well, I'll tab that shit. Or not alt tab, but like alt F4. Oh, I got so comfortable. And before I fully log off here, let me go to my samples. Let me go to sampler. Actually, I'm going to do this real quick.
Like they say in the bathhouse, let's get to breeding. Like they
there we go.
The
oh, hold on.
Like they say in the bathhouse, let's get to breeding.
All right, that's good. I did not need that to be at a low octave or whatever. Okay. Yeah. End stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I do appreciate it. The new YouTube channel is up. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with it, but for the most part, I'm just going to yeah, figure it out. And my streams are kind of probably focused a lot on that because I don't care anymore. Did you listen to that piece of music yet? By the way, I did. I did. I think I didn't like pay attention to the video because I think I just said fuck it. I'm just gonna throw it in the background. It was good. I remember liking it. Yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna listen to it again. I'll actually at work. It's probably gonna be slow. I'll actually probably get to like look at it for once. But I did. I'm gonna see who's streaming, and then from there, what to do next? Or I could just end. I kind of just been ending because I don't want to do the whole spiel. Nice. Thanks for stream and sleep well. Thank you, and you have a good day. You have a good day, Hammer. For me. For me. I go to all my follow list. Anybody playing Palworld on my follow list? Why, yes. I definitely am in like tired mode now though, because I am kind of just saying all the all the queer isms, or not isms, but like queer words, phrases, if you will. I don't know. I'm saying all the queer things, queer lingo, just like autopilot. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I'm yachting. Okay. I am just gonna end, but thank you again. I will probably stream again tomorrow night, maybe. I might focus on making my outfit, and actually I probably cutting pattern, but I'm gonna try to think of a thing of like a video to do tonight. There's like a few things I could do, but I'm gonna do some research, I guess, because I'm just gonna push for this YouTube bullshit. Because as of right now, Twitch isn't really doing anything for me. Although, 30 cents. Thank you so much, Army Barbie. And thank you for the follow. That was really nice. Again, appreciate everyone for being here. Remember, Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. And I remember, I watched back what I said before, and it was, be kind, rewind, as in unwind. Be kind, unwind. Oh yeah, that's better. Be kind, unwind. Fuck. Rewind. And relate. Relate was the last one, which was like, whoa, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll figure it out. Good night. I'll look it up later.